Hey there. So in this video, I'm going to show you a real roadmap to how you're going to turn your side hustle into financial success for your entire family. Now, the reality is that, none of us owns our jobs, right? If you're working a job in the corporate world, or maybe you work in a different sector, maybe you work a laboring job, food service, or maybe you work some kind of uh, maybe office cleaning job or some kind of white collar job. The reality is we're all in the same boat, or whether you're working some kind of freelance type jobs, temp work, all this kind of thing. The reality is none of us owns our jobs. When you get hired by a company or you get hired in any kind of job, even if that job is President of the United States of America, which obviously very few people ever get that job. But even if you were to get that job, it's only a 4 year stint. After 4 years, you're out of office, uh, you know. So the job now belongs to whoever is coming next, unless you get lucky enough to be re-elected. And then it's only 4 more years and you're out on your own again, for life. So if even a United States of America president does not own their job, so how do we think that any of us got job security? We don't. We are only in there in whatever job we are in for the brief moment where um, you know it pays the company to employ us, and where we are the best option for the company for that specific period of time. So the way that you really are gonna safeguard your family is gonna have to come through ownership. By ownership, I don't mean stock options, although that's great. If your company gives you stock options, you definitely should really go all in, because that's ownership, right? You're getting a piece of the pie. That's what you want. But the problem is, for a lot of us, we're not gonna get stock options either, because your company might not even be big enough where it's publicly listed and there's any kind of stock options, right? I think out of the companies I've been lucky to work for, really only maybe one, actually maybe two companies were listed on the stock exchanges, but the others were not, right? And like I would work for maybe a big company that was listed, and then the very next job would be would see me working in a company, would see me working at a company that was doing similar kinds of things but was privately owned and much smaller in size. And then maybe I'd get to work with another big company that happened to be publicly listed. But the reality is, not all of us can count on working in companies that are publicly listed. So not all of us are gonna get that opportunity to have stock options. So what are you gonna do? You gotta create your own stock options, guys. Your own ownership. And the way that I recommend that everybody does, and I recommend there should be a side hustle for every man around the world. Maybe every woman as well, but especially for every man. If you're gonna be tasked with the financial responsibility of safeguarding your family's future financially, then it's your responsibility, guys. You really gotta. There should be a side hustle for every man, every man around the world, every man in Canada, every man in Mexico, every man in Africa, every man in America, every man in Asia, every man in Europe. We should all be doing our own side hustle, because that's your own stock option that you create. Now, like the stock market, the stock market goes up and down, up and down. So when you're starting your side hustle, you're gonna be down. Don't look down on that and be like, well, my side hustle ain't making any money, so I'm never gonna make money. Like even the stock market, guys, it goes down. It goes down, it goes up and down, up and down. So when you're starting, that's the downside. That's the downside of your side hustle. A year later, it could be making good money. So you need to start your side hustle and aim to get it over 2 years, 24 months to at least $25,000 a month, which would be enough cash for you to be able to be financially independent and to provide a great financial support for your entire family. You can scale even bigger than that. You can scale your side hustle into a giant business. But at least if you can get it to 25K a month over a 24-month period, starting from zero, you'll be in a very good place for the future of your family and your finances. Now, if you need some resources to help you with your side hustle, grab some of my free resources. The links will be in the description.